Hello, everyone. Everyone, my name is Alexis Williams. This is my first exercise one for this class. Just want to introduce myself with a slideshow. These are some pictures of me. I don't take a lot of pictures smiling. Sorry, guys. I know I look a little aggressive, as my mom says. That I have a mean mug, but I don't know. Either majority of my pictures from this year have either had filters, which make me look different, of course, on Snapchat, or just really looking angry. So these are my few selection that I had. So just saying hello. My posted on here, my favorite quote is public education is our greatest pathway to opportunity in America. So we need to invest in and strengthen our public universities today and for generations to come. It's a Michelle Obama quote, which is very important to me because I am a first generation college student. So college graduate, I should say. So it's just education is very important to me because I feel like it helps me dig that hole out of poverty and helps me get a leg up into society. And that's my testimony. I tell my students that as well because a majority of them don't have anyone that went to college, and I just want to make sure that they know that they can do the same thing. It's that they see me and they can do the same thing I did. They can be the first. So speaking of my family, this is my family. Few pictures from the year. My family is very important to me. I love them dearly. We have had a great year. The core of us usually have Sunday dinner every Sunday. And then we have events together during the year, like different things just to get all of us together between family vacations, just them coming. Like we're very spread out. My I have first cousins that live in Vegas and Tacoma, Washington, and DC, and different places. So I love when New Orleans. So I love when we can all get together. We have a very eventful year. We had a lot of stuff going on this year too. For us to be able to get together as well. A lot of us. Mainly we had a wedding this year in New Orleans. So between the bridal shower, the wedding itself, and just like 40th birthday parties and just different things that made us get together and come together. So my expertise is family and consumer sciences. That's what my undergraduate degree is in. My specific subject that I did was nutrition and food science, which I loved. Here are some pictures from the past year with my level 3. If you don't know much about pathways, level 3 is the last class that you take 1, 2, and 3. So 3 years of it, and then you take your inner pathway assessment, which happens to be Surf Safe, which is the same thing the restaurant managers and food servers have to take. So this is some of the labs that we did throughout the year. My education, I just realized that I have something on here twice, but let's start from the beginning. Like I said, my undergrad is in facts, specifically human development and family science was my major in undergrad. Graduated in December 2012. Then I furthered my education when I went to back to UGA for to get my certification, and ended up staying for a master's in MAT in workforce education. Graduated in December 2016. Was able to upgrade my certificate. Well, first of all, obtain a full certificate and then upgraded with a master's. Then this past year, I'm just a career student in general. I went back for my specialist and graduated in May 2018 in workforce education again. And here I am back again in my second semester of my PhD program for workforce education. Also, I did start my school counseling degree long time ago, but I never finished it because I had the internship portion and I was always working full time. So now I'm able to do that right now. So I want to finish that, and I mean, it's just something because I came so far. I was like, let me just go ahead and finish it because I was 6 hours away. It's not something I'm necessarily interested in anymore, but just another hat to have because if I don't do it now while I'm young, I'm not going to do it. So these are my babies. I don't have any kids, so I consider my students to be my kids. Top left-hand corner, that is my grand student, as I call him. One of my former students had a baby like 2 weeks ago, so I'm very excited about him. So even though I'm not still teaching, I still consider them to be my kids. And my students, I actually took a few students in October to the Kennesaw Open House to do college visits to make sure they know they have to go to school. And then at the bottom two, in the fur with me in the fur vest, I went to the University of West Georgia last weekend to a basketball game. One of my students plays basketball for the team, and then one of my other students, former students, attends the school. So I saw her as well, just to know that I'm still here. Proud mom moment. I'm excited. And these are some more of my kids. The basketball players are actually juniors right now, so they still have another year. The rest of them have graduated and are out here flourishing and being great. I'm just so proud of them. So employment history. My first real job out of college was I was an economic support specialist at DFAX in Columbus. In regular terms, I was a case manager for food stamps and Medicaid. Throughout college, at my end, I was like, I want to do something that's going to help. I want to work at DFAX. I want to work at DFAX. I want to work at DFAX. Then I got there, and I didn't want to work for DFAX anymore. They were going through a lot of structural changes at the time, and it just was not for me. I lasted 1 year and 2 weeks. I actually turned in my 2 weeks notice on my 1 year anniversary. I was like, gotta go. But it was because I got the opportunity to become a teacher in LaGrange High School. I spent 4 years there, which was amazing. I met a lot of kids that needed me at that time, and I think that's what the best place for me was. Like, God moves. When he moves, and that's where I needed to be. A lot of those kids were our first generation college attendees like I was, and so that was the main thing, to tell them, like, hey, I'm here. I'm a first generation college graduate. Like, you see me, you can be like me. Like, I'm here being your testimony. I'm your testimony. So here's your test. Now go. But unfortunately, I left this past year, in August, and I became a graduate assistant at UGA. I work closely with Dr. Adams. I am helping with the PAC-T Alternative Certification Program, which is an EdTA, which I love. I thought teaching at the collegiate level or just in general would be something I would do in like 30 years. But here I am, and I'm so excited. And another thing, I just got a part-time position as a graduation coach, which will help me explore that counseling aspect, and also just give me a little insight. I'm starting that this week at Early College Academy of Columbus, in Columbus, of course. An award that we did win, we went to ACTER, which is the research portion of the Association of Career and Technical Education. We went to San Antonio for the conference, and we won Most Outstanding Symposium. I presented with Dr. Adams and from UGA, and Dr. Cannon from University of Idaho, which I was very excited about. We talked about alternative certification programs and EdTBA preparation, which really was exciting because, y'all, as you see, like I told you guys, with my graduate assistantship, that is my jush. And so here's a little honorable mentions. I just had a great year, and I want to give them, my friend, honorable mention as well. So in the top right hand corner, we have Dr. Faye now. She was actually one of the first people I met at UGA in Creswell my first year there. She just graduated from med school in June. So shout out to her. I'm very excited watching her grow the past 10 years. Bottom left hand corner, this is a picture from the wedding. I told you my cousin got married. I was one of the bridesmaids.